Zoom DB-680 dual piston brake caliper. That's for the front, this one's for the back. Different mounting bracket. So it's a 3mm Allen key that adjusts these. Let me see. It's the inboard side. Comes back this way. And when you turn it clockwise, it brings it in like that. Closer to the rotor, all right? It's the outboard side, 3mm. If you turn it clockwise, it brings it closer to the rotor. When you turn it counterclockwise, it brings it out farther away. All right. I just want to see if I could fit a regular, because a lot of the Shimano pads, they claim they say they can't fit in these because they're some sort of weird size. I want to see if just a normal 30mm wide and 35mm high pad, you know, with the backing plate, can fit inside of this. The Shimano pads are some sort of, I think they're a little bit bigger and you have to shave off the sides, but I'm just gonna use some pads that I have, some new pads that I got. They're not Shimano, they're just, you know, Amazon pads. I wanna see if they fit. Just regular ceramic Amazon pads. Just to make this easier, I'm gonna take the mounting bracket off. Let's see, 5mm. It's already got blue Loctite on it. So that's good. Of course, the cotter pin has to be so short. It's unbelievable. You can't even get a grip on it. Oh, that's nice. Why? Why is this cotter pin so rigid? I mean, it should be a little bit longer. It's too difficult. They cut it as short as possible, and you can't even get a grip on it to pull it out. I did it with these other needle nose pliers I had. See, the cotter pin, at least they could do is make it cut it a little bit longer. But they make it so short you can't even get a needle nose pliers around it. It's a pain in the butt. Suppose you want to change your pad, you could spend half an hour trying to get the cotter pin out. That's my first complaint. I mean, other than that, it looks like a good caliper, but this cotter pin, holy they're straight now. I can actually, 5 minutes later, I'm gonna throw that out. Here's my own cotter pin, a longer one. Let's get the brakes out. You can't make a cotter pin so ridiculously short that you can't even get a tool on it to get it out when it comes time to change your brakes. And so here we are. Here's the pads. I think these are resin, so that's what they say. So here's my measuring caliper. Zero it out. All right, so millimeters, right? So these are standard, 30mm, including the backing plate, 30mm across. So I shouldn't have to worry. For some reason, I think the Shimano pads are they're like a couple millimeters wider from here to here, wider. So it makes it hard to fit it inside of these calipers. You gotta shave down the sides. You gotta shave down here, and you gotta shave down here with the Shimano pads. These are 30mm across. Okay, these cheap pads that I got off Amazon, 29.8, 30mm, I'm close enough. Obviously, these are gonna fit. I'm gonna put one in, and boom, fits like a glove. Fits right in there. Fits tightly too, fits good. So when it comes time to change these, I won't have a problem. I'm planning on putting bigger rotors on this. I'm switching from 160 to 180. So I'll do that too. Put these back in for now. Pop that back in. This is the old one. They cut it so short. It's annoying. You can't even get a tool on it to get it out of the brake caliper when it comes time to change the brakes. And this is the new cotter pin that I'm going to use. Same width, it's just longer. I have tons of these. And so now when it comes time to change the brakes, the long end right there, grab it and bend it. Of course, if this is too long and it comes in contact with the spokes, you could always clip it off with like a side cutter or something like that. There, good. See? Cut it off. Boom. There you go. It's perfect now. So it should be good. Yeah, I'll put these on later. Oh, let me see if they fit on the bike first though. Because some people complain that when you put it on the bike, if you have an e-bike, and the hub comes all the way out. This part is too big, like the inboard side is too big. So let me see if it fits on this thing. Yeah, it fits. And if it's too close, if this is too close right now, if you get bigger rotors, it pulls the entire assembly upward. You have to get a bigger bracket here, but it pulls it upward, farther away from the, hopefully farther away from the spokes and farther away from the hub motor, if you have a hub motor. So it'll be farther away from this whole assembly, and it'll clear it. So that hopefully it'll work that way too. In closer so you can see. See? It clears it. We got enough room. 35 for the pair. 2 of them, one for the front, one for the back, on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. It's about 88 millimeters, or I don't know, around 3.5 inches long. Height, depending on which adapter you use, it's a little over 3 inches, or 78 millimeters, around there somewhere. The width, it's about, I don't know, around 2 inches, 1.95, something like that. And that converts to about 49 millimeters. The width of the inboard side, like how much it extends from the rotor and goes to the caliper, that's about 0.7 inches. The inboard side, that's about 18 millimeters. So, if you have a bike with like a hub motor or something like that, you can use that to judge whether or not this will fit. And if not, you can probably, get a bigger rotor. It'll fit the caliper, hopefully. The distance between where the outboard side contacts the outboard side and the end of the outboard side, that's about 29 millimeters. Converts to about 1.1 inch. It's around there. So there you go. See whether or not it fits your bike.